Welcome back, guys, to Kyle's Crypto Alpha. Today, I'm here to talk to you about two things. One, I'm feeling a little bit maybe a lot of bit degen today. And two, we're going to talk about a little bit about Colt DAO and what I'm seeing and how to kind of control price action versus conviction. I think this is a very important lesson for people to learn. And I'll just kind of go briefly into history about my days back in Bitcoin, back since 2012, and some of the price action thoughts that were going through my head and how that could be emotionally disturbing. So if that sounds good to you guys, and make sure you like the video, subscribe to this channel if you're not already. It's my brand new alpha channel, bringing you videos every single day. And let's get into it, guys. So first, my degen play of the day. This is going to surprise all of you guys, maybe not, I don't know. But check it out. So I decided, after reading the postmortem from Ichi, and knowing the team the way that I do, and understanding that they were going to continue on, and guys, like the way I was introduced to Ichi was through our attorney, who's a very expensive U.S.-based attorney, and just the way that I know that if they're retaining him, and that and the United States, they're going to do everything that they can. It's a legitimate team, in my opinion. So I thought, the first time I got into Ichi was at $40, and I, skyrocketed up. And it's like, you always wish, oh man, I wish I could get into that project. Could have gotten into it back in the day. And yesterday, it dipped to like $1. And so today, after reading this postmortem, I thought, okay, well, I guess maybe I'll be a little bit degen and throw in. So I doubled down, and maybe that's crazy. I'm definitely not suggesting that you guys do this. This channel is just to tell you guys what I'm doing. And sometimes you feel a little degen, sometimes you don't. And my thought here is that I understand what happened with the Rari pools, and that if you read the postmortem, they talk about how they're fixing that, and it shouldn't be an issue anymore. But guys, this is the angel vaults have not been set back up yet. The Uniswap V3 concentrated liquidity is not back up yet. So all of this price action that we're seeing over here is purely speculation based on the team potentially pulling back together and making something happen. So this is the end of the cascading event that dropped the price all the way down to $1. And now we're seeing some people speculating, just like I decided to do, that potentially, we'll see it come back and potentially be even stronger than it was before. Because, guys, as new project founders, you have learning lessons, and they clearly learned a big lesson here. And the reason for the massive cascading price fall, they learned. And so we'll see what happens. I didn't put in so much money that if it goes to zero, I'm going to be devastated. But if it goes back and does a 15x from here, well, that's going to be phenomenal. So to me, the risk reward ratio was pretty great. So just telling you guys my degen move of the day. And next we're going to talk about Colt DAO. So Colt DAO, has had this epic run up, and it, went from flatline all the way to all-time highs at like 7.5 over here, 0.00075. And then, has had this kind of like bleed off all the way back down until today. This is the hourly chart. So you see here, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours of positive upward momentum. So that's quite nice. Now, I want to show you something that was sent to me from my friend Cody here, talking about, he says here, first and second are from a coin called Shinja, pulled back like we are doing now, similar market cap. So similar market cap, did this a few weeks before launching to $1.5 billion market cap. So you can see that they're seeing similar type of price action. Now I'll show you here on the charts what this person charted out. So this was Shinja here. I have no idea what this coin is, but he said it looked just like this, right? Just kind of very similar to the Colt chart, where we had this crazy, very quick run up to similar market cap, like 150 million or so. And then boom, coming all the way down like we did with Colt. And then you see this kind of like bleed off, and then a bit of momentum back. And then boom, just explosion all the way to $1.5 billion market cap. And then of course, came crashing down again, but came crashing down even much higher than this previous all-time high over here. And you can see it continue to do so. So So who knows what's going to happen, guys? But I do pay a lot of attention to what's going on on crypto Twitter, and I see a lot more prominent people talking about ColdDAO, which is exciting. I see more people getting interested in it. Like Dune Analytics put out a really phenomenal page all about the statistics on ColdDAO, where you can go and you can check out how many tokens are being burnt and locked and the treasury and things like that. So for me, this is the point I want to drive home to in this video, was like price action versus conviction. So, I got in Bitcoin back in 2012, and of course, the early days, and prices were all over the place, and I remember also, I forget what year it was, maybe 2014 or something like that, when I think Bitcoin was at $1,000, and then Mike Hearn, which is one of the core developers of Bitcoin, he made this public blog and said, Bitcoin's dead and you should sell all your Bitcoins to failed experiments. I've sold all mine. And the price crashed all the way down to like $180, but I had conviction that Bitcoin, I was like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, man. Even though he's a Bitcoin core developer, it didn't make any sense to me. And I just kept holding and holding and holding. And, now we're at $40,000, all the way from $180, and so and you hear these stories a lot. You hear on Twitter, this guy that had 20,000 Bitcoin that he got for 30 cents. And then he sold it for 60 cents and thought he did great and just never got into it again. And can you imagine having that now? So I'm not saying that you should always hold. I'm just saying that it's really important that if you really want to take this seriously, and make life-changing results, really have conviction in what you're doing, understand what you're investing into, and don't focus so much on short-term price action, because it's a volatile market and there's a lot of crazy people out there, and people are so emotional and they see a sell-off happening and they start selling off, and this is the way that the markets are manipulated all the time, playing on your emotions. And so it's important, do your research, have conviction. If you're in the cult like I am, read the manifesto. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up today. Thank you so much. Like the video, please. Share with your friends. Share with everybody. It would mean so much to me. And I will catch you in the next one. See you guys.